good morning, good evening to Miss Flo. Now I will be presenting about action research, which is about the assignment 2. Okay, so introduction. This assignment consists of several aspects that are necessary for the action research. So here are so these are the several aspects for the assignment 2, which is the first one is about the participants, which is it is the active involvement of individuals or other parties into the action research. The second one is the action plan or intervention, which is the strategy, the specific strategy that I will be implementing into the classroom. Then the third one is about data collection method. So these aspects covers the data collection methods that I will be using for this action research. The fourth one is the expected timeline, which is about the period of time or the timeline that I will conduct this action research in the classroom. And the last one is the ethical considerations for these action research purposes. The first one, participants. The action research will be conducted at SK Saint Mary Labuk with Year 6 classroom within a Malaysian primary school context, focusing on the English subjects. So, I will conduct my action research towards Year 6 classroom, which consists of 34 students in the classroom. The level of proficiency in the classroom ranging from low to intermediate level. Okay, so in the classroom, students demonstrate different levels of engagement during English lessons. For example, some students are active participated in classroom activities while some others may not, where they are distracted by mm, external factors such as talking with their friends, maybe mm, did not participate actively into the classroom activities, and so on. So, based on what I said before, there are primary participants for the action research, which is the year 6 students and the teacher researcher, which is me, myself. And there are also indirect participants such as there are also indirect participants like school administrators, for example the headmaster, senior assistant that provide the authorities and also allows me to conduct my action research, and also possibly fellow teachers where I probably will provide questionnaires for my action research insights. The second one is the action plan for my action research. So, the intervention selected for this action research is the implementation of positive reinforcement strategies. The action plan will involve introducing a token economy system in the classroom and tangible rewards. Token economy system in this context is stars or points that students will obtain through their participation, and the tangible rewards covers about the positive feedbacks provided from the teacher to the students such as praises. So there are also structured routine for the implementation. So the first is by clearly define and model on task behavior, where the teacher will define the strategy into the classroom. Then the second one is introducing the reward system and expectations to students for them to in order for them to acquire the rewards provided. And the third one is monitoring and reinforce behavior consistently during lesson. And the last one would be gradually reduce the reliance on tangible rewards while maintaining intrinsic motivation among students. Next one is about data collection method. So the data collection method that I have planned out and identified is systematic classroom observation, behavioral checklist, and also student feedback questionnaire. So systemic classroom observation will be conducted by me myself where I will observe students on task and off task behaviors during English lessons, especially during classroom activities. Behavioral checklists will also implemented or conducted by myself where the checklist will include indicators such as paying attention, completing tasks, and participating in activities based on students' engagement. The last one is student feedback questionnaire where I will gather students' perceptions of the reward system and their own engagement during lesson to see how far or how impactful of the teaching strategy towards their learning experience. This next one is about the timeline where it we it where it will be some period of time for me to conduct my action research, which I already have organized or planned out where I will conduct it in 6 weeks, which will also divided into three main phases. So, the first phase, which is the week one, I will observe and record students' on task behavior without any intervention. This means that I will ultimately observe students based on my own checklist about their behavior during class. The second phase, which is during week 2 until week 5, where it is about the intervention and implementation by applying the positive reinforcement strategies. This means that I will start to conduct my personal teaching strategies into the classroom during this period of time, while the last phase is the week 6, which is about post intervention data collection, where I will collect all the meaningful data obtained throughout my action research processes. So here are the ethical considerations that I have identified to ensure my action research is respectful and mm, great for myself and other parties. So the first ethical consideration for me is informed consent, where it is about providing consent to relevant authorities, including the school administration and, if necessary, parents or guardians. The second one is confidentiality and anonymity, where students' identities will not be disclosed in any reports or publications. I will keep the data for myself and for my action research purposes only. The third one is non-maleficence, where the use of positive reinforcement is generally safe and supportive. However, I must also observe these teaching strategies to ensure it is safe and supportive without causing any possible conflicts that may occur because of probably unfair or anything else. The last one is the fair treatment, where I will provide equal opportunities to earn rewards and participate in activities among students. This means that all students will have their chance to participate and attain their rewards based on their classroom behavior and also engagement. So, to conclude everything, this action research aims to improve Year 6 students' on task behavior during English lessons through the use of positive reinforcement strategies. By implementing a structured reward system and consistent verbal praise, the study is expected to increase student engagement, reduce off task behaviors, and create a more positive learning environment for students. That is all for me. Thank you.